But the additional protocol and the requirement to live under access and inspection is for the lifetime of this agreement. So Iran is never free to go move towards a weapon. That is just a misstatement that is repeated again and again and again by the opponents. They are never free to do this. And if we do the right job of inspecting, and Israel and the Gulf states and we and our friends, France, Germany, Britain, China, Russia, all are doing the right level of intelligence gathering, believe me, we will know what Iran is doing.
Let's talk about a world potentially without an agreement, Mr. Secretary. How long would it be, in your estimation, Secretary Munoz's estimation, who was in on the talks, Ambassador Sherman's estimation, who was in on the talks, and your allies in on the talks, how quickly would the Iranians get to a nuclear weapon without an agreement, and how quickly would money flow into Iran without an agreement?
Well, without an agreement, Mike, money will flow immediately. There are countries chomping at the bit, obviously, to do business. By the way, that's another misstatement by the opponents. I heard Liz Cheney say that hundreds of billions of dollars would flow. That is not accurate. There is a maximum of about $55 billion, and it's not our money, it's their money, and we don't hold it in American banks. That is why the money will begin to flow, and countries will begin to do business, and the sanctions will fall apart, because people will look at this agreement and say, wait a minute, the United States has been enforcing the sanctions, but they're the ones who walked away from the agreement, so why should we live by the sanctions? I can't tell you exactly how many months it would be before Iran. It depends on how many centrifuges they spin, on whether they decide to dig deeper into a mountain, hide their program more, try to avoid consequences. It could take them a little longer under those circumstances. What I can is, if we walk away from this agreement, given the suspicions that the Supreme Leader had about even entering into negotiations with us, we will have proven their worst fears, that you can't deal with the West, you can't trust the West, therefore they have to go do what they have to do to protect themselves. And they will get a weapon one way or the other as a result of not accepting this agreement.
Mr. Secretary.